You're not fooling anyone. You're the office joke, the one they all laugh at behind closed doors, whispering about how pathetic you are. Your ideas, they're a joke. Your presence, invisible. You don't get respect because you haven't earned it. They laugh at you because you let them. You let them push you around, ignore you, and treat you like you're nothing more than an afterthought. Every time you speak up, they look at you like you're a joke. And here's the hardest pill to swallow. You're okay with it. You've convinced yourself that it's fine, that it's no big deal. But let me tell you, that's weak. You're weak. And deep down, you know it. This is your reality, and it's pathetic. You're the one everyone forgets about, the one no one takes seriously. Every day you walk into that office knowing full well you're the joke, but you do nothing about it. You keep accepting it, keep hiding behind excuses, pretending it's all okay, but it's not okay. You've let yourself become the butt of everyone's joke, and no one's going to change that but you. The question is, are you ready to stop being the office clown? Or will you continue to be the punchline of a joke no one's laughing at anymore? You've built a reputation in the office, but not the kind you want. You've become that person, the one everyone secretly laughs at behind your back. Why? Because of your personality. You're the person who never stands up for themselves, the one who lets others walk all over them. You're passive, indecisive, and completely forgettable. People talk down to you because they know you won't do anything about it. And guess what? It's all your fault. You've become the office doormat, and deep down, you know it. You keep making excuses for your behavior, convincing yourself that it's okay to be overlooked, that it's not worth fighting for respect. But here's the harsh truth. It's not okay. You've allowed yourself to become the joke because of your lack of personality, your lack of spine. You think you're blending in, but you're just fading away. At this point, you've got to decide. Are you going to keep being the person everyone feels comfortable walking all over? Or are you finally going to develop the backbone to change how people see you? Because as long as you keep being this version of yourself, nothing will ever improve. You'll keep being the joke, and you'll be the only one who doesn't realize how pathetic it's gotten. You've been here too long, hiding in the shadows, watching others succeed while you settle for being the joke. You're okay with it, aren't you? You've built this pathetic life for yourself because it's easier to let everyone else shine than to stand up and take control. Let's be real. You've become a punching bag, a doormat, someone people can easily ignore because you let them. You've spent so long hiding behind your excuses that you've forgotten what it feels like to actually matter. You've done nothing to change your situation. Why? Because it's comfortable. Sure, it's miserable, but it's comfortable. You've convinced yourself that avoiding the fight is easier than standing up for yourself. But here's the truth. This is why you're invisible. You can tell yourself all day that it's okay to be the nice guy, or that it's fine to stay in the background. But deep down, you know you're getting stomped on, You think your passivity is a virtue, but all it's doing is making you a joke. When was the last time anyone took you seriously? When was the last time someone said, "This person matters"? It doesn't happen, does it? Why? Because you've allowed yourself to be nothing more than the office punching bag. You've been too weak to fight back. You've accepted your place at the bottom, thinking it's fine to be the forgotten one. But let's be honest here. No one's respecting you. No one's noticing you. And no one's going to save you. You're too scared to do anything about it, too afraid to put in the effort to change. You think being passive and avoiding conflict makes life easier, but all it does is make you pathetic. You've become so invisible that even the people who used to pity you now don't even care. How long are you going to let this continue? How much longer are you going to let yourself be walked all over? If you stay this way, you'll always be at the bottom. No one's coming to pull you out. You've let your personality die in the process. You've given away your power, your voice, and your respect for the illusion of peace. But guess what? No one respects the doormat. No one respects the weakling. You've spent so long convincing yourself that this is the life you deserve. But deep down, you know you're capable of more. But you've allowed fear to control you, to make you comfortable with being invisible. You've allowed others to crush your self-worth without even putting up a fight. You let them laugh behind your back, and you're fine with it. But here's the truth you need to face. You're nothing. And unless you get off your ass and start demanding respect, you'll stay nothing. You'll stay the office joke. You'll stay the one people talk about when you're not around. You'll stay the invisible one, the weak one, the one who's too afraid to change. And that's your choice. Keep sitting in the shadows, letting the world walk all over you, or do something about it and stop being a joke. The choice is yours. But remember, if you keep doing nothing, nothing will ever change. You'll stay at the bottom forever. Let's cut the crap. You've been standing still for too long, watching everyone around you move forward, climb higher, make something of themselves. And where are you? Stuck in the same place, doing the same damn thing, day after day. You act like you don't care, like you're okay with staying in the shadows, but deep down, you know it stings. It hurts when you see people surpass you, when they get the promotions, the praise, and the respect you've been waiting for. But why do they get it? Because they're willing to fight for it. They're willing to put in the work, the effort, the guts. You've done nothing. Let's be honest here. You're not a victim. You're not some unlucky soul who's just waiting for life to change. You're the one who's choosing this. You've made the decision to stay small, to stay invisible. And what's the result? You've been passed over, left behind, forgotten. You're not even on anyone's radar. Why? Because you've allowed it to happen. You've allowed yourself to be weak, complacent, and irrelevant. You've built this life of mediocrity. And now you're watching everyone else succeed while you stay stuck in the same miserable cycle. But here's the thing. No one's going to care about your excuses. They won't care that you didn't get a fair shot. They won't care about your bad luck, because all they see is someone who's too afraid to step up, too afraid to do something about it. And you know what? They're right to ignore you. They're right to pass you over, because you've shown them you're not worth the time. You've shown them you don't have what it takes to make a change. Here's another truth. You've allowed yourself to be complacent. You've convinced yourself that being good enough is enough, that showing up and doing the bare minimum will somehow lead to success. But guess what? The world doesn't reward good enough. The world rewards the ones who hustle, the ones who take risks, the ones who actually make things happen. You're stuck in this comfort zone, this pitiful excuse for ambition, and it's killing your chances. You've built a prison for yourself out of your own fear and laziness, and you're fine with it. So now, you're stuck in the back of the room while everyone else takes center stage. You see them making money, getting noticed, getting ahead, while you keep telling yourself, maybe next time, maybe next time. How many next times are you going to let slip away? You've been waiting for the right moment to act, but the truth is, the moment will never come if you don't make it happen yourself. You're not going to get any sympathy from me. You've had every opportunity to change, but you've done nothing with it. You've made your bed, and now you get to lie in it. You've sat back, waiting for a miracle. But miracles don't happen for people who do nothing. The world isn't going to hand you success. No one's going to come in and rescue you. You're on your own, and the longer you waste, the further behind you get. And here's something you really need to hear. You deserve this. You deserve to be overlooked, to be ignored, to be left behind, because you've earned it. You've shown that you're not willing to put in the work. You've shown that you're fine with mediocrity. You've shown that you'd rather play it safe than take a risk. Well, guess what? Risk takers win. The ones who take chances, who get uncomfortable, who push through fear and doubt, they win. And right now, you're losing. And you're losing because you're too afraid to try. So, what's it going to be? Are you going to keep telling yourself that things will change if you just wait a little longer? Are you going to keep waiting for someone to throw you a bone? Or are you going to finally take control of your life and show the world that you're worth more than the invisible, complacent person you've been letting yourself become? You're being left behind, and it's your fault. But you still have a choice. You can either sit there and continue to waste your life, or you can finally stand up and demand something better for yourself. But remember this, the longer you wait, the further you fall.